My story started when I was 12 years old. I dropped out of school at age 12, a few years after the Depression had hit. To help my family out, I worked at odd jobs like sewing lace and reading books to old ladies.
See, before the Depression, my family was very well off, and I could not stoop to scrubbing floors.
On days I had no work, I would sit at the Western Union headquarters on Hudson Street disguised as a boy because boys had better luck than girls. I was the only girl among daydreaming boys and old men who had given up and were either waiting for a job to come to them or came to headquarters just out of habit because they had nothing better to do. I sat there day after day in the snow, in the rain, in the sunshine, and in the heat, while hungry dogs roamed the streets and horses dropped dead from exhaustion. I would sit there, waiting. From that day, I was destined for the post office. On August 14th, 1935, news came that the president needed more young men and women to be post office workers for his new Social Security campaign. At 17, I had ambition. I tried my hardest for the job, and I wanted it bad. I had to pass the test, but I wasn't worried. You see, because even though I had left school at a young age, I knew how to read. I knew basic history and mathematics and geography from my parents, who believed strongly in education. I signed up as a woman worker with the union for the first time and got a job sorting mail, and I worked hard. That first year, I made $1,368. The government also paid my insurance. Life went on. I had a job now, and I was good at it. I contributed a bit more to my family, and we were able to move out of the bad conditions. One day in September, the first shipments of envelopes came in from the Social Security office. Since I worked in the sorting room, I was one of the first to see those fresh envelopes, and didn't they look marvelous? They were made of hard black ink, printed on thick cream paper. And the smell! It was like they had just come off the tree! And I wanted to smell it forever. What freedom felt like. This is what security smelled like. Made me giddy thinking that one day all this money would be coming to me. When I picked up that first letter from the first crate, I felt just splendid. That letter read, Mr. John Nelson. I'll never forget that address until this day. A few days after this grand event, a photographer from the Daily News came and took a photo of the whole post service with the headline selling Social Security for everyone. Once a month, from then on, Social Security envelopes would come into the office. It took us a week just to sort through the ones from our district. It made us feel important. We were doing something for America. We were helping the start of Social Security. Most people thought that the president was the start of Social Security. In a way he was, but he couldn't have done it without the behind-the-scenes help of the United States Post Office.